Conducted samples? What is it? Normally, when we process type approval certification, there are some types of samples required for us to provide. One of those is conducted samples. Conducted samples is basically a samples that already has RF or SMA connector, whether it is built-in connector on the normal products or it is the connector from the RF cables that we are attaching to the RF modules inside the samples. This means that conducted samples can be prepared through two methods. The first one is the normal samples that already has SMA or RF port built into the samples, usually on the antenna port. And the second one is by manually attaching RF cables or pigtail cables into the RF modules inside the samples. Usually the process can be done by soldering the RF cables into the modules or simply by attaching the RF connector into the modules if the modules already have pin type of connector. Besides the availability of RF connector, the conducted samples also means that we can control the transmission of the samples. For example, when the RF feature of the product is wireless LAN or Wi-Fi 2.4 GHz, we can control the transmission of this product to transmit only on the up channel or low channel only. And this transmission can be set in continuous and modulated wave. Conducted samples is usually required for radio frequency testing because during the testing, lab engineer need to measure the up, middle, and low channel of the radio frequency. That's why we need to be able to control the transmissions as the labs desire. And also, the measurement is usually conducted in spectrum analyzer. That's why we need RF or SMA connector so that it can be connected to the spectrum analyzer. That's why we need conducted samples for type approval certification.